Hey, I'm Carol. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to make a recipe for something called Agua Fresca. The reason I wanted to make this recipe is because I always drink a lot, and I mean a lot, of soda or pop. What do you guys call it? Here in Chicagoland we usually call it pop, but I know around the country you call it different things. For a long time I've actually been trying to cut back on my consumption of it, but I never could find something to replace it because I like something very sweet. So I was doing some research online, and I know we're also supposed to drink a lot of water, and I do try to increase my water intake, so let's all do that for sure, stay hydrated. And I've been better about drinking more and more water, and I'm still going to keep trying to do that, but I also wanted something for when I wanted something a little sweeter so I don't always have to reach for the pop. So doing some research online, I came across a recipe for Agua Fresca, and there's a bunch of different recipes for Agua Fresca, and it sounded like a really good option for me because I do like sweet, very sweet things. So today we're going to attempt. I don't do, just disclaimer here, I don't do a lot of cooking at all, just basically about no cooking. So my husband usually does the cooking in our house. So this recipe should be hopefully super simple to start with, and then hopefully I'll start maybe doing some other basic simple recipes, building up to maybe something more complicated, but we're going to start here, and then this is a great drink you could drink throughout the summer. So to get started, you need your main ingredient. Here we have pineapple and strawberry. So I'm going to try a combination and see how that tastes. You can also do just pineapple, just strawberries. Beware of mutant strawberries, of course, would be an option. We're going to mix them together today. Another option would be like cucumber mint. I think that'd be a very refreshing drink for summer. Also, any of the melons would be great. So you could do like a watermelon or a cantaloupe or even a honeydew. So those are some of your different ideas if you don't want to do these here. So we're going to do that, and then you're going to have some water, of course, for the agua part. So we're going to do I'm going to use about a cup of water, but I'm also going to use some ice. So you can also just use a little more water if you don't want to do the ice, but this will make it more instantly able to drink, so it's cold right away, and also maybe a little more frothy. So that's ice, just a little bit of ice. We already got it crushed out of the refrigerator, and then some water, and then your fruit. And then the other thing you might want to add would be a lime. So just for like a little bit of citrus taste, squeeze in a little bit of lime in there as well. We're obviously trying to cut back on our sugar, which is one reason we're making this drink, but if you have a sweet tooth like I do, you might want to add a little bit of actual sugar. Of course, fruit has a lot of natural sugar in it, and naturally has sugar in it, so you don't, hopefully we're going to not have to add any if it's sweet enough, which is why you want to use sweeter fruits to start with. But if for some reason it's not sweet enough for you, then by all means go ahead and just throw in a little bit of sugar as well. So maybe like a teaspoon or whatever to your taste that you prefer. So very simple, obviously, recipe. Very simple ingredients, very wholesome, refreshing. So the only other thing we need is our blender. So we're just gonna get that started here. Okay, so first of all, we're gonna put our fruit in. Again, we have the pineapple and strawberries. Get that added in there. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and put our water in. Again, this is about a cup of water. You can add a little bit more water if you don't want to put the ice in. Okay, and then I'm going to add a little bit of crushed ice. That. Oh, that one's big. And then, if you want, you could just squeeze some lime, or you can maybe even add the lime later. Get a little bit of that for some citrusy flavor. This is like a cute little baby lime. It's very tiny. And then we're going to make sure you put the lid back on. That's one thing I did learn. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and I'm just going to put it on low. Okay, you can probably do a little bit longer depending on if the ice is chopped up, if you use crushed ice, or if you use the bigger ice cubes, you might need to go a little bit longer. And then here is the Agua Fresca. It's a really pretty frothy color, frothy pink color. Pour a little bit in here. Oh. Okay, and then this is my first Agua Fresca ever. So let's give it a taste and see how it is. It's really good. It's not very sweet for me, because again, I like really sweet things. So I'd probably add a little bit of sugar in. Like I said, maybe a teaspoon or so. Make it a little sweeter, but it is good. A lot of people would be fine with it without the sugar. And you can do that too. And I like the frothy, so it's nice to add the ice to it. You can always put a little more lime in after it's already blended, just to give it extra little citrus. And that's it. So hope you enjoyed my recipe. You can always make up obviously more if you wanted a bigger batch. This is just for me. Put it in the refrigerator. I'll probably have it for a few days, but if you wanted to make a bigger batch for your family, definitely just up the ingredients and you could do that, and then just always put the remainder in the refrigerator. So I think this recipe turned out pretty well. I hope you all enjoyed making it with me, and if you're looking for something to drink this summer that maybe is a little bit healthier, better for you than soda or pop, I hope that you consider this and try it if you haven't. So if you enjoyed this, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I hope to see you again soon.